Okay, so you've asked yourself this question, do I need a VPN? Today we're going to answer that question. I've tried all of the free VPN services, so you don't have to. I'm going to show you the free VPN service that I use personally, how to set it up, and how to use it. Let's get into it. So what is a VPN anyway? A VPN, or virtual private network, creates a secure tunnel between your device, your laptop, phone, tablet, and the internet, protecting your privacy and allowing you to access content anywhere in the world. And why is that important? Let's talk about privacy and security for a minute. I'm sure by now you've heard all of the commercials about data brokers gathering your information on the internet and using it to sell on the dark web. Well, that's a reality. They gather your information from all types of sources, not just data breaches, but pretty much anywhere you input your information on the internet. And that is valuable information. It leads to anything from those annoying spam calls you get, spam text messages, spam emails, all the way up to identity theft. And a VPN can help protect you and keep you safe while you're surfing the internet. Additionally, if you ever use a public Wi-Fi, if you're out at Starbucks or McDonald's or the airport and you connect to a public Wi-Fi, you are at risk. You don't know what you're actually connecting to and who can see and gather your data. It is so easy to clone a Wi-Fi that you may be sitting at Starbucks and think you're connecting to their Starbucks, and really you're connecting to someone sitting 2 tables over that's gathering all your data. That's where a VPN is, again, extremely important, because if you're on a public Wi-Fi, but your data is being secured through that VPN, then you're safe. Now, to me personally, privacy and security is the biggest reason to have a VPN, but there are other reasons, like geo-restrictions. So what geo-restrictions are is this is any streaming service that you have, whether it's Netflix and even your local television networks. The content that is provided to you is based on your geographic location. For example, there are shows on Netflix right now streaming that you can't watch because of where you're located. Well, with a VPN, it masks your location in addition to protecting your data, right? So you can route your traffic through many of different servers in different countries to watch whatever content you want. I don't know about you, but there's one thing I disagree with when paying for a streaming service and being limited to what I'm allowed to watch on that service based on where I live. Now you know what a VPN is and why you need it. What do we look for in a VPN service? Specifically, what are we looking for in a free VPN service? Because understand, when you're looking for free versions of the software, there are going to be limitations. But when it comes to a VPN and privacy and security, there is still a minimum that I'm willing to accept. So some of the things that are important when looking for a free VPN service, you want one that has a no logs policy. And what that means is they have a verifiable policy in place to where the VPN service itself does not gather and store your information. The whole reason of getting a VPN is to protect your information and serve privately. But there are VPN services out there that gather and keep your information. So you want to make sure they have a no logs policy. Open source coding. Why this is important is because when you're relying on a VPN service to protect your data, you want to make sure that a third party has evaluated this VPN service, right? With open source code, that allows a third-party verification service to come in, evaluate, test, and sign off on the VPN service. There are plenty of them out there that don't allow that. Strong encryption protocols. I won't bore you with the details of this one, but it definitely needs to have strong encryption protocols in place. I'll give you an example of one. AES 256 encryption. It is a widely used encryption protocol that uses a 256-bit key. It's used in government applications, including the NSA for data encryption. A kill switch. So it's important that the VPN service has a kill switch. Just like any other service, your VPN can fail. And what you don't want to happen is for your VPN to fail while you're out in public on a public Wi-Fi, and then your data becomes vulnerable. So what a kill switch is, it's a feature of the VPN that automatically disconnects you from the internet if the VPN service were to fail. That's very important. Not all free services offer that. And to me, it's important to have a range of servers to connect to. Specifically, I want US-based servers that I can connect to. Ideally, you want to connect to the server closest to you. Now, this is a limitation on a lot of free services. They will have some US-based services. You don't always get to choose which server you're connecting to. And last, but definitely not least, is speed. Anytime you're connecting to a VPN service, you're gonna notice a slowdown in speed. The bandwidth is going to be limited. You are going through a tunnel. You are routing through a server, could be on the other side of the world, depending on what you're connected to. But some are definitely better than others. Some free VPN services will limit your bandwidth. Some will limit the amount of data usage each month. So you definitely want to check to make sure that the one that you're choosing doesn't limit your data and that it's still fast enough to do your day-to-day tasks. One other very important feature of a free VPN service that I consider is ads. Now understand, that's why most of the software that we find free is free. They have to get their money somehow, so there's going to be advertising within the software somewhere. Well, the good thing about the service that we're talking about today is it does not incorporate ads into its free service. It has a paid program, so it can certainly afford to offer a free version. That's actually one of their mottos, is to provide free service to everyone. And with that, they don't include any ads, so that's pretty important to me. Although today's video is about a free VPN service, I do encourage you to pay for your VPN service if you're able. You're always going to get more features, additional security for a paid version of a VPN versus their free version. All right, so now you know what a VPN is, you know what to look for in a VPN service. Let's talk about the one I use. And I want to stress that this is not a sponsored video. I tried this service myself. I like the service, and I'm just passing along my opinion to you. Now, it can be a sponsored video. Proton VPN, I'm talking to you. Let's talk about Proton VPN. I'll break down its features, and then we'll download it, install it, set it up, and use it. Let's go.
Proton VPN offers a free VPN service to protect your devices and doesn't contain ads or log your browsing activity. Your account is unlimited and free forever. Proton VPN's mission is to provide private and secure internet access to everyone. The Proton VPN free plan is unlimited and designed for security. No catches, no gimmicks. Just online privacy and freedom for those who need it. Proton VPN is highly rated by some of the leading top tech review sites on the web. By choosing Proton VPN's free plan, you can defeat censorship and access the internet privately. They operate a strict no-logs policy and will never show you ads. Their unlimited free plan has no data or time limits and will be free forever. Free VPN features include strict no-logs policy, kill switch, stealth VPN protocol, access block content. If you are looking for additional features, Proton VPN offers its paid service at reasonable rates. The paid service includes 6,500 plus servers in 110 plus countries, highest VPN speed, split tunneling, protect 10 devices at a time, high-speed streaming, custom DNS, ad blocker and malware protection, and more.
Okay, now that we've talked about all of the good features of a free VPN service, let's talk about a couple of the negatives. So specifically with Proton VPN, gamers, online streamers, this one's not for you. At least not their free version. Their paid service, that's a different story. But the free version does not allow streaming. If you're Twitch streaming, if you're doing, your online gaming thing, you probably want to look for a different service. One of the downside to Proton VPN is it limits you to one device, the free version, so you can put it on your laptop, you can put it on your phone. You can't do both, at least not on the same account. And so again, I'd like to point out that this video is about Proton VPN's free service. So I evaluated several free programs, and this was my top choice. Now, if we were talking about a paid VPN service, that would be a different story, but specifically for all of the features that I look for in a free VPN service, in my opinion, Proton VPN comes out on top. Okay, so let's get Proton VPN set up. We're gonna hop on here to Google, and we're gonna go to Proton VPN free. Okay, click right there on the Get Proton VPN Free. Okay, it wants us to try the paid version, but we're going to click Continue with Free. Okay, and we're going to set up an account here. And once you have your email address in there, click Start using Proton VPN. Okay, now it will produce a secured password for you. You can use that if you choose. I choose my own password, so I'm going to click the option to choose my own password. Once you've created your new password, just click the button there for Set New Password. And then we're going to click that download button right there. It's going to bring us here where we again need to click Download Proton VPN. There it goes. The download has started. Okay, then you're going to open up your downloads folder there and click on the Proton VPN install. I'm going to close out some of these windows. We're going to click Yes there. Set it up in English for me. Okay, I'm going to keep that name, and that will be the folder that it's located in. I'm going to remove the option to install Proton Drive cloud storage and keep the desktop icon. And click Install. Okay, now we're going to put in that same username and password that we just created. And I'm going to turn off this Start and Connect on boot. That's your choice, but I only intend on using the VPN for specific situations. I don't want it on the whole time. Once you've entered your username and password, then you're just going to click Sign in. Okay, and here we are at the main screen. As you can see up top in red, we are disconnected. You use the Quick Connect button there. Keep in mind, you don't get to select exactly which country that you want, but what it will do is connect you to the closest server to you, which typically for me is the US, which is what I want to connect to anyway. But what you can do is if you don't like the first server that it connects you to, you can always, we're going to skip the tour here, and I'll show you this in just a moment. If you don't like the first server that it connects you to, you can always change servers. So I'm going to click the Quick Connect and see what it assigns me first, and then right off the bat, I got the US server, which is what I want. Okay, now that I can see that I'm connected here, I'm connected to the US server. Now, one thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to go check and see what my speed is connected to the VPN. Okay, before we take off on the web, let's take a look at a couple of keys options within here that I like to turn on. I'll show you those real quick. So I'm going to go to Settings, I'm going to go to General, and now Start on Boot, I keep turned off. Connect on App Start, I keep turned off. I don't mind pushing the connect button myself. Show notifications, I've got the notifications turned off so those don't bug me in Windows. Let's see, automatic updates turned off. I will update it myself when I'm ready, and I don't need updates for any new stuff they have coming out, so own access I'll keep turned off. Connection, you can't change any of these. Advanced, this one's always on. I'll leave on the rest of this stuff here. Split tunneling is a paid option, so is port forwarding. So generally just come in here and I turn these off. It's completely up to you. Now enjoy the web unrestricted with your protected data. Okay, there you go. So now you have a VPN service. You can surf the internet with the confidence that your data is protected and secure. You can watch that new French show that just came out on Netflix. Why you would want to, I don't know, but you can, because now you have no geo-restriction. Do me a favor, if you found this video helpful, please like the video and share it. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribing to the channel doesn't cost you anything, but what it does for me is it helps with that YouTube algorithm. And it tells YouTube that people are learning something from my videos, and that pushes it out to more people so the channel can grow. Make sure you check out my videos on the best free antivirus service to go along with your new free VPN service. And until next time.